This video will explain the use of the Chart tab of the Trend Chart Properties box. This time we will set up the chart in runtime mode. To change the chart, click anywhere on the chart and select Set Up Chart off the menu. Click the Chart tab. This is the page where you tell SpecView how to draw the lines on the chart. The scrolling section has three settings. Smooth scrolling is the most common way to display charts, and it most closely mimics the operation of classic paper chart recorders. Jump scrolling can have an advantage when the chart area is very busy. The chart fills in all the way to the right-hand edge and then jumps a small section to the left and then fills that last section in again before jumping across again. This can be useful if you have many overlapping pens on the chart. It also puts less overhead on the PC's graphics card, a consideration if you have a great many chart screens. None is used for batch processes where you want to have the whole process from start to finish on a single chart. See the videos Batch Tag and Non-Scrolling Charts for more details. This area defines how the chart will appear on your screen. These settings, along with the screen background color, change the appearance of the chart. Start and close modes determine how the chart starts and finishes. Start on left, start on right determines where the first trace appears. T0 at start or clear will reset the elapsed time counter. Pre-fill from historical data means that when SpecView is started, the chart will backfill with data from the historical record. Auto open means that whenever SpecView is run, the chart will start filling in. Prevent close means that that particular screen cannot be closed accidentally, losing chart data. It is also possible to have the chart scroll down the screen instead of across. Again, this mimics the operation of classic paper chart recorders. Here is the same chart in vertical mode. Notice that the scales zero on the right and the pens increase values to the left. If you want the more conventional setup of having the scales the other way round, you can edit each pen and determine the left and right values. The time span section is very important, especially when dealing with slow scrolling charts. Two features, zooming and scroll back, are important but must be managed to allocate memory properly. If the chart is slow, say 24 hours, you're only going to have a new pixel on the screen every 2.4 minutes. If you want to zoom and change to a 1-hour chart, you need to have intermediate data values stored to make zoom meaningful. This setting tells how many intermediate values to store. This setting is somewhat linked to the scrollback setting as well. Let's have a look at how scrollback works. First, we'll change back to our 5-minute chart. We can see at the bottom of the screen we have a handle or a cursor which we can click and drag to the left, and we can view up to 10 screens of data that scrolled off to the left. If the chart time base is decreased, SpecView uses the intermediate values stored here to rebuild the scrollback screens. 10 scrollback screens and 25 intermediate points may sound useful, but if you have 100 charts, you better have a lot of memory. In general, the more charts you have, be careful with these settings. As on most of the setup screens, this button, Save Settings as Default for New Charts, will store your preferences for use on future charts.